Hey everyone, it is Tiffany here. Today, guess where I'm hanging out? Middle of Central Park. Got the famous Friends fountain here. And I just wanted to jump on here real quick to talk about limiting beliefs. So I talk a lot about limiting beliefs, but where do they come from anyways? And most importantly, how do you get rid of them? So the most common limiting beliefs in life in general are things like, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I can't say no, I have to be perfect, I have to look after everybody else before myself. The most common limiting beliefs around money are that money is evil. Money, if you have money, you're greedy. If you want money, you're greedy. You have to work hard to make money. Money doesn't grow on trees. All that good, not really good stuff. And so before I get started on where we get these from and how to get rid of them, make sure you head over to removemylimits.com and get access to that program there, because I will show you how to clear these limiting beliefs very quickly in 15 minutes. So the bulk of the belief systems that you are carrying around right now as an adult were created between the ages of 0 and 7. So during a time when you had very little understanding of the world, when you had very little logical understanding of how the world worked, you created the bulk of these belief systems. And so that's why it can seem a little bit ridiculous sometimes that an incident as small as your father getting mad at you or your mom being upset one day has created this belief of I'm not good enough, or you see your parents working hard all the time and you create this belief of, well, I have to work hard to make money. So the bulk of your belief systems came from how you chose between the ages of 0 and 7 to perceive the events around you. Now again, you didn't really have an understanding of life at that time, and so the way that you chose to perceive those was from a place of self-reference. So everything between the ages of 0 and 7, everything that happens in our life, we believe to be because of us, something that we have done. You have kids whose parents get divorced between the ages of 0 and 7, and they blame themselves. They think it's their fault. They've done something wrong. I've even seen cases of kids witnessing a car accident, and just because they were there, they create the belief that it's their fault. And so that is where these limiting beliefs come from. Now, because we have these beliefs, they're further cemented in our brain as we go through life, because these beliefs filter our perceptions going forward, and then those perceptions further cement that belief. Reality is created by validation. So if I believe I'm not good enough, and then I get to high school and I'm dating somebody and they randomly break up with me, or my group of friends stops talking to me one day, or I start being bullied, or I fail a test, all of these things I will then perceive in a way that further validates that I'm not good enough belief. So how do you get rid of these things? Step 1 is to go to removemylimits.com. Step 2 is to actually name the belief and to recognize that you have it. Recognize that you have a belief of I can't say no. Recognize that you have a belief of money is hard to make. Recognize that you have a belief of whatever it is. Step 3 is to then start choosing to perceive the world differently around you. So when somebody breaks up with you, instead of saying, they broke up with me because I'm not good enough, this just further cements that belief in my head. Ask yourself, what could this mean instead? What lesson did this person come into my life to teach me? How else can I view this? How can I perceive this to mean that the universe or God or whoever you believe in is moving you towards somebody better? And once you start consciously reframing your reality, then your perceptions will start to change. I do this a lot with limiting beliefs around money. People will say to me, well, all people who have money are jerks. Okay, so do you know people who have money who are not jerks? Yes. Do you know people who don't have money who are jerks? Yes. So maybe money is not the thing that makes you a jerk. Maybe it's just that people are jerks and some have money and some don't. So that's a very quick way for you to start rewiring your limiting beliefs and to start creating a different future and a different reality for yourself. The very best thing you can do to make sure that your future is as bright as you possibly want it is to head over to removemylimits.com and access the program there for only $7 a month. Have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.